It is around, it is 12:17 a.m. and I just realized I have 2 tests, basically today. So, let's study. Right now, I'm mainly studying for physics. Right now I'm covering charging methods and electric field investigations. We haven't had a teacher all year. We finally actually started learning these past 2 weeks. But we are pretty much behind every single other person ever because we have zero idea what comes before this. So I'm going to follow these study guides that were printed for us and do the work questions on the back, and then also finish up my Khan Academy assignments for tonight. This morning. And then I think I'll be ready for today's test. So usually when I'm studying, I use a 30-minute to 10-minute Pomodoro. But recently I started using a 50-minute to 10-minute Pomodoro, and it gets a lot of my stuff done much better. Things like my assignments get done in the 50 minutes, and I don't have to stop in the middle of an assignment just because my Pomodoro went off. I actually get a break that is not too frequent to make me think that I'm not actually getting anything done, and it's much better. As for my physics teacher, my school gave us one in the first quarter. She got promoted, and she was telling us that she wanted to stay for the entire school year, but she couldn't. I don't know what that actually meant because sometimes adults lie to us. But hey, and I just kind of wanted a teacher, and they said they were going to give us a new teacher. We never got one, and here we are. I don't get 9.3. I am very, very much lost on this, and I'm very tired. I'm going to talk to my friend tomorrow, have her help me out with this, and then take my test for this and this today. I guess it's not tomorrow, but today. Good night. See you in 5 hours. So after school, I ended up eating a salad to break my fast for Lent. This is just one of the sweet kale salads you can find at Sam's Club. I added raisins and rotisserie chicken and an avocado, and that was it. So, I actually have a list of all the things I need to do. And right here, it has a total of 26 items. So I think the things that are of highest priority right now are my AP US history work. And right now we're covering period 7, which is American imperialism. So American imperialism, World War I, the Roaring '20s, Great Depression, and then things we did to try to fix the Great Depression, like the New Deal, and how the elections went. So, right now I have a couple of SAQs and just a bunch of written assignments that I need to do. But I think currently that the highest priority of these assignments is my Unit 7 vocabulary, which is hundreds of words, and it's due on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I'm going to bed by 9, and right now it's 7:50, which means I only have about an hour to get this done before I have to do my chores and head to bed. So what I'm going to do in this scenario is going to do as much as this vocab as I can, and then do my chores and head to bed. So that's just about it, and let's get into it. Genuinely, AP US History brings me so much joy and whimsy to my life, while on the other hand, AP Computer Science Principles makes me feel like the world is going to end. Computer science is supposed to be my subject. It's not working out for me right now. We're learning about a lot of things, and I'm kind of sad knowing that by the time it comes to me getting into college, I'll either be out of date or behind on the truth of the world. But that's the reason I entered into cybersecurity in the first place, which was to always have something new to do instead of doing something over and over again. APUSH, on the other hand, beautiful subject. If I don't understand something, my teacher can explain it with such ease, and I love her so much. Thank you so much for putting in the effort to actually teach us. So I just finished around 27 of the vocabulary words. I don't know if this is wide ruled paper or college ruled paper, but it took 2 full pages front and back and half of 1 page. So I'm going to actually go and do my chores and head to bed. So I just got home from school. Yeah, your girl looks different when she went to school. She wears glasses, she does her makeup, she wears accessories. I just don't do that at home because I'm lazy. But I like looking pretty, so there's that. But basically what I need to do right now is study for 2 tests I have. I'm pretty sure it's 2. I think it's more than 2 because I know my Thursday this week is actually jam-packed. Like, second period I have a test. 4th period I have to practice. 6th period, which is right after lunch, I have to take a test again. And I think I have to take a test in 8th period, but like I have a lot of tests tomorrow, but I only need to study for 2 of them because one of them is a subject I excel at, and everything else I've gotten 100s on, so it doesn't really matter. So what I need to study for are my 2 AP classes. It's AP US History and AP Computer Science Principles. Right now I'm weaker in the AP Computer Science Principles section, but I also don't really have a lot of study materials. Like, I could go online and study for it, but it's not based off of an actual unit test, so it's a struggle. But for AP US History, all I gotta do is search up Unit 7, and it will show me a bunch of videos that have like an overview of everything. So right now, I'm going to study for AP US History, and afterwards I will start studying for AP Computer Science Principles. When I'm studying AP US History, I love using Heimler's review guides. They're very intensive. And actually, due to these Heimler review guides, I was the only one out of 4 classes, I think, to finish with extra time. We had 45 minutes and 45 questions, and I finished when I had 7 minutes left on the clock. Great for me.
I, too, am watching this back and wondering why I didn't just burn it down, but I didn't want to risk my mega base, and also this first wood is pretty useful for the interior. Okay, here we we go. We now have a nice sort of blank-ish.
If I had to pinpoint one reason and one reason only that I disliked AP computer science principles, it would be the teacher, 100%. My teacher can barely explain things to me. I think the only thing he can explain is Python, but I don't need an explanation on Python. I need an explanation on pseudocode because pseudocode is just way too confusing. But hey, I'm watching these videos and you can tell I hate it. So it's almost 9 o'clock, which means it's almost my bedtime. I want to actually head to bed on time tonight. Didn't really do that last night like I said I would, but I want to head to bed on time tonight since I have so much going on tomorrow. And so that's the end of today's video. Thank you very much for studying with me. I tried a new editing style. Don't really know if you guys are going to enjoy it that much. It's very similar to my very last video, which was another study with me, but I'm trying to switch up my brand, I guess, and actually build a more consistent aesthetic. Thank you for coming along with me in this journey. Bye.